Just approaching 11:25, Wednesday morning. Just left the facilities, the shower block stroke lodge on the complex after a lovely refreshing shower after what's been, well, angling wise superb for Mark. Bit of a mixed bag with regards to the weather, but who cares. But I just thought we'd take this opportunity as we're having a slow drive back to our lake and show you the other lake on the complex, which is John Tree. It's in the region of 30 acres, Mark?
So yeah, according to the website.
There's two guys over there who we've just been talking to, a lovely couple of lads from Holland, they Mark?
Yeah.
Bit of a mixed fortunes of events over there. One of them's blanking severely, and we've got to be honest, my heart goes out to the bloke. He's trying everything. And the lad he's fishing with, a friend of his, he's gone and bagged himself, was it a 52 or 53 pound common? 53 pound common, but you ain't going to believe this. In good spirits, they're taking it in turns on the runs, whichever rod goes. And I think he had a run, the first one, sorry, and he struck into it and lost what he reckoned was an absolutely massive grass carp. And the next run, which was on his rod, but he'd give it to his mate, and he's gone and bagged that 50 pound common. So his spirits were a bit down, weren't they, Mark? Yeah, we've got a few more anglers on the other side of John Tree. Morning. I think they're foreign as well, and they possibly could be Dutch as well, couldn't they, Mark?
There's two more from Holland and two from Germany.
Two from Germany, are they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we haven't, I don't think all of them speak English, so the two on the far side, which I was referring to about the common and the grass carp, his one mate speaks really good English, and we've been having a chat, but as I say, my heart goes out to him because his spirits are really, really down at the moment, and they're pulling off at Friday, so yeah, if he doesn't improve, he's going to hit the road Friday, he says. But the next time we see him, Mark, he could be holding a 60 pound common, you just don't know, do you?
Yeah.
They're in here,
Definitely.
and we both give him a bit of a pep talk and said, keep your chin up and keep plugging away. He's doing nothing different that he says that he does back home in Holland and catches quite a few fish, so times like that you just got to soldier on.
We've got the gazebo back up down here.
Oh, yep.
These are from Netherlands as well. There's a nice peg here. If you ever seen one, look at that for a cutout in the trees, nice sheltered peg.
So Mark mentioned the gazebo.
Look at that.
It wasn't, oh, there we go.
Why don't they fish there if they're getting ripped to bits on the end with the weather? Because it really was windy one of the days, and this shelter what they've got up, I think they've had to go purchase a new one because it blew to bits.
Yeah, I was just going to say the gazebo, was it 2 nights ago? The wind was that horrific. Their gazebo got absolutely obliterated, but it looks like they've gone and purchased another one because we've got another gazebo.
It's like a boomerang shape, isn't it, this lake?
Yeah.
It goes all the way around the corner.
Right, I think we're going to turn the camera off now as we're approaching these because you never know, this could be a bit camera shy. But yep, there we go, folks. I just thought we'd give you a little bit of an insight to the larger lake on the complex, which is John Tree. So we're going to head back to the swims now and hopefully get another bend in the rod. But smack on R5, folks, and bit of rarity. Not that Mark's got a carp in his hands, but the sunshine's out in full bloom. It's been quite a lovely afternoon, hasn't it?
It has. The carp have been a bit temperamental. We've had a few smaller ones today, sort of.
Very small ones. I've been fishing a waggler for the last hour or so, mucking about, catching 4 or 5 ounce minnows and commons.
I think this is the third bite since we've come back up from the cabin this morning, raining wet. But we haven't. This is the biggest one of the 3 we've had, so we thought while the sun was out, might be the only chance we get all week to get one in the sun. So this one went 27.9, wasn't it?
I think it was, mate. Yeah, 27.9.
So beautiful, clean fish, and probably one of the hardest fighting fish I've caught out of here this week. So that's it then. A nice far margin Tangi Terra special.
Yep, the Tangi Terras are doing the business at the moment.
And I'm also tipping it off with a 10mm fish pop-up. So
yeah.
Obviously.
Well, I managed to dig them at me bait bucket, and
Well, they was a bit harder.
Yeah, they were quite hard. That's the only reason Mark's using them, because anything soft. And I'll show you them after. They're real nice, cute little things, these little carp, but there's that many of them in the lake.
They're the future, mate.
Yeah, but they're literally obliterating anything that hits the lake. And if you've got a soft bait, there's just thousands of them.
Yeah. And
they're just whittling your baits down to nothing.
I mean, I think you've been on the Waggler for about half an hour and you've had half a dozen.
Loads, mate.
Something like that already.
Few pellets around the float.
Yeah.
And banded pellet, bosher.
Well, I've already had two, haven't I, actually fishing for the bigger carp?
Yeah.
They've actually lassoed.
Didn't you retrieve one this morning? There was one lassoed to the hook.
Yeah.
So that just shows you how many there's in here, you know.
Through the gill plate, but obviously it's been so late in the season, he'll be netting it in the next sort of 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think Paul said he's got three more parties left for the rest of the season, and then from then on he's going to be really, really busy netting and obviously doing a lot of work around the fishery. But
the wind's picked up, hasn't it now, mate?
Yeah.
It's quite still earlier, drizzly rain, and the wind's picked up.
It's lovely.
The sun's come out, this one's rattled off, and there's a few starting to move again, so...
Fingers crossed there's going to be some action.
Yeah,
certainly down my end of the lake.
You've tended to get the action
sort
of
I think we've found a pattern now.
So,
there seems to be a lot more activity down my end of the lake during the hours of like dusk onwards.
So,
whereas you've been having quite consistent action throughout the day.
Yeah. Rightio then, we'll get him back.
Another still. And let's see what the rest of the day has to
hopefully a big
throw at us.
For you.
Hopefully, mate. But
you deserve it. Okay.
7:20, folks, on Wednesday evening, tea time. Pasta's on in the back of the van, and to complement that we got Asda's own beef bolognese. So nice quick meal. Most of the meals that we've been eating this week have been out of a tin. Mark's just returned from putting his final rod out for the evening.
Yep. Confident?
50-50, mate. I am. Well, no. I mean, that wind is hacking to... I'm just going to paint the picture to the folks from my swim. Right, left-hand rod. There's a gap in between those two trees, which Paul has told me numerous times, and I have been fishing it, but the only bites that I've had from that spot have come in darkness. And we move to that right-hand bank. You probably won't be able to pick them out, but there is tin foil hanging off various, I think there's one there, various trees on that far margin. Obviously spots anglers who've fished here during the duration of the year have put rods on and caught from. I've been fishing too, and once again the only times I've been picking up action has been in darkness. But
this morning you had?
Yeah, tell a lie, I had one this morning. But the wind's hacking down here, absolutely lovely. I think we're in for another downpour. Yep. Oh, typical. It's been a lovely afternoon, to be fair, but it's going to smack it down.
2 hours.
Yeah, it's going to smack it down, no doubt, just before we sit down and enjoy our tea. So there we go, folks. That's the scene on Wednesday evening. I better go and attend to my pasta because it's simmering and ready to burst out the pan. So yep. Oh, it's getting a bit heavy, so on that cue, folks, I'm going to sign off, get in the dry and go and have something to eat.
Good morning, folks. After probably one of the worst nights of the trip, look what Matt's gone and bagged. Absolute minter.
Superb. £35 1 ounce, that's my second 30 of the trip. I did have I'm just trying to recap now, a little scaly mirror around about 8 o'clockish, 9 o'clockish roughly, and then God almighty, the heavens have absolutely opened again. It has been like a monsoon all evening. So myself and Mark retreated back to our accommodation respectively, and you guessed it, teaming it down and the rod's gone. But when I brought this back, loved every minute of it. He took me everywhere. He went and wiped out all my rods, so since about 2:45 this morning I haven't had a rod in the water. It was just unpractical. The rain was that relentless. I just thought, I've got a cold, I've been lying in damp conditions all week, and I thought nah. But I got the fish out and I sorted the fish out, which was the main thing. Slipped it in the retainer, and The rain has just eased off for a bit, so this is the first opportunity we've had to get it out, and look at that. Anybody, I think, who's a carp angler would be proud to catch that.
Certainly would.
On it, £31, £35, 1 ounces, excuse me. But stunning. I'll show you the other side, mate.
Yep. And we did have a slight difference last night approach, didn't we? We actually rode the baits out due to you having found a snag over there and realised that there's quite a few underwater features. So we went over with the oar and sorted a couple of spots out, and well, you've had 2 runs off it.
I have, mate.
So hopefully
again. Fishing a little 12mm fluoro pop-ups. Whether that's making a difference because the water here is quite coloured, and with the amount of rain that we've had, it's like fishing. How can I explain it? Any Midland anglers like the River Severn, when you've got a bit of water on it, it's like chocolate in some places. But they are quite heavily glugged and high flavoured.
Yeah.
So I do think that's helping singling out the hook baits from the freebies. But I have been putting fluoro ones just in case they have been able to see it. But I think personally they've been using their senses to pick out the hook baits. But I don't know if you can have a look at that tail. This is why we've got plenty of mats here, because once they've been left in the retainer for a few hours, they are full of beans, and this one's a real strong one.
Real stunner there.
Just try and calm me down a bit. There we go. There, mate. Look at that.
Paddle on there. That's where they get the power from. Yeah, we've got plenty of mats around. 2 big mats, and also obviously the water. Not that we need it.
One mat holding them, and we've got
3 mats underneath.
Yeah, we've got the cradle with the retainer, and we've got 2 big mats, so
plenty of protection.
Plenty of protection at the is top of the agenda, which it always should be. So I'm now going to attempt to show you the other side, folks.
And that's what it's all about. That's why we trek nearly 1,000 miles from England to catch.